What is up, New Beginnings Church? Happy Friday morning to you, and welcome to this devotional series. It's going to be good. I know, I think I might have saved the best for last. This is going to be a good scripture here. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 18 and 19 is so fantastic. It says, "We who have fled to God for refuge can have great confidence as we hold to the hope that lies before us. This hope is a strong and trustworthy anchor for our souls." So if you've ever been into Christian decorations, occasionally you'll see somebody that pulls out the anchor, and then this is the scripture that might be etched into it or something like that. And so I've seen that in like Christian artwork stuff, right? And so anyway, but it talks about that phrase, that anchor of the soul. But ask yourself this question: what was he referring to as the anchor of the soul? Well, he goes, "We who have fled to him for refuge can have confidence as we laid hold of the hope." That's the word, that's the key word, hope that lies before us. I think he's talking about that picture of eternity, that picture of redemption, that picture of heaven, right? The hope that lies before us. He goes, this hope is a strong and trustworthy anchor for our soul. So what he's saying is this, that sometimes in life, it's going to look hopeless. But remember, God is in the redemptive business. Do you think God's going to lose? You think God's going to... No, God is going to redeem this thing. God is going to make it right. There's all these scriptures that would allude to the nature of heaven and God restoring all things. Sometimes in life, again, things seem broken and you're like, God, it's broken, it's not restored. And I think God's like, I know, I need you to, would you just trust me? I'm going to fix that. I can't necessarily fix everything right here, right now. It doesn't work that way. But just know in the end, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to restore that. I'm going to heal that. I'm going to mend that. I'm going to bless that, right? And so the Bible talks about God creating a new heaven and a new earth and really the restoration of all things. And so anytime I find myself in life just being hopeless and feeling like I don't know how it's going to work out and I don't know how it's going to turn out, for those of us who have a thought of heaven, we think, oh, you know what? No matter what, even in the end. As a matter of fact, famous story, there was a woman named Florence Chadwick who was a great swimmer, and she wanted to swim from Catalina Island to the California shore. I don't think it had ever been done before. And it's shark-infested waters. I don't think this is a good idea, but she decided she was going to swim this thing. It's a pretty long trek if you've ever been down there and seen it. And so that day she tried to swim, it was super foggy, but they had boats alongside of her, and I think even her mom was with her, like trying to cheer her on. And so she gets literally just a few hundred yards from the shore, but the fog is so thick she doesn't really know where she's at. And she finally just kind of collapses in the water, and they grab her and pull her into the boat. And she was just tired and exhausted. And when she finally collected herself, she looked and saw how close she was to the shore, and she was so bummed because she goes, if I could have just seen the end, if I could have seen the shore, I could have kept going. So sure enough, 2 months later, she goes, I'm doing this. And sure enough, same day that she did it again, it was also foggy. But this time she says it did not matter because even though I couldn't see the shore, she said I had captured a mental image of what the shore looked like, and I just pictured it in my mind. And I thought, my Lord, has this woman not just captured the hope of heaven, right? Except it's just not the shore of California. It's the hope of ultimate redemption, to say, you know what, I'm going to keep a picture in my mind because I know I can get to the end if I can remember what the shore still looks like. I want you to know today, Christian, that there is a hope in heaven that can literally anchor your soul. I love you guys so much. God bless you. Hope you have a great Friday, and I will see you at church this weekend. God bless.